What's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. If you're tuning in, let me know if you're tuning in. I'm currently at 871 subscribers, I think, and I appreciate y'all for subscribing to my channel. I know y'all heard the news about Jay-Z and LL Cool J, so I thought I'd do a video, dedicated to them. Congrats on them joining the ranks of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm a huge fan of both of them. They really paved the way for a lot of artists, hip hop rappers in the game, and that's a big deal. Being inducted to a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that shows that you put your work in for so many years. And we're going to go into some stuff. We're going to talk about, how Dame Dash reacted to, his speech and stuff like that, Jay-Z's speech. So we're going to get into all that. I know y'all heard before, Jay-Z and LL Cool J, they might have had a little beef back then, but I think, they all cool now. So thank y'all for tuning in to this episode. So we're going to talk about Jay-Z and LL Cool J being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I'm going to start with this video talking about, I'm going to go into Jay-Z's speech at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So hope y'all check this out.
That's a Chromebook with the everything button. So you can find
Again,
things
thank y'all for tuning in.
from files to apps, even answers online. Who says you can't have everything with the everything button? Switch to finding things instantly. Switch to Chromebook.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to fast forward.
Growing up, we didn't think we could be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's a little feedback, so excuse me. We were told that hip hop was a fad, and much like punk rock, it gave us this anti-culture, this sub-genre, and there were heroes in it. And these heroes in it, when I was thinking of what
I'm sorry, y'all, I don't have the actual footage of the speech. They don't show that on here, so we just gonna watch a little bit of it. I ain't gonna watch all of it because the audio is so bad on here. So basically he talked about that you don't hardly find people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as far as rappers and stuff like that. So this is a big opportunity, a big deal for them to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So salutes to them.
I was gonna say tonight, these heroes just kept coming to my mind. Rakim.
Yes.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yes.
And it's good he paid respect to the people that paved the way for him when he came into the game. So that's good.
That's right. Yes.
I don't know where he is. A fellow inductee, LL Cool J.
Yes.
And I'm glad he saluted LL Cool J. He also paved the way for a lot of rappers as well, and he's inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well.
And I watched these guys, and they had big rope chains, and they were leather, and sometimes even the red, black, and green medallions, and whatever they wore, everybody would wear the next day. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be like those guys.
Also, let me know what y'all think about his hair. He have all this hair now. What y'all think about his look now? I think it's okay. It's kind of growing on me at first. I'm like, what is he doing to his hair? Cause I'm used to him with the short cut. But it's cool. I know he's trying to find a new look for himself, and I know this look is dedicated to somebody he knows. I'm not sure, but it's dedicated to somebody he really know.
And so I set out on my journey, writing at my table. Shout out to Dr. Gloria Carter in the house. She brought me a green over.
And yeah, that's his mom right there. He dedicated it to her as well. So I think she's a doctor. Yeah, Dr. Gloria Carter. That's his mom. He looked like her too.
My sister, Annie, right here, she told me to say that she wrote my first rap, but I actually wrote her first rap. And we named her Sugar Love. She sat down. She has a really nice hat on tonight, and I want everyone to acknowledge her hat.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever's tuning in, I'm congratulating LL Cool J and Jay-Z for their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Salute to them.
Write all these raps, and then I would go out in the street and I would try these raps out, like, have little battles in the street, and Tata was sitting there. So Tata, I would go to.
And I learned that about Jay-Z. He keep the same people around him, people that he really trusts. And that's what you need in order to elevate to the next level. You need those people that's going to really stick by your side through all the craziness, in the industry as well.
I'm like, yo, I'm the best. I'm telling you, I'm the greatest. Well, one of the greatest. I don't want no problems. One of the greatest. And I go to Tata, like, no, I'm the greatest. And Tata be like, yeah, yo, you are the greatest. And then, I look back at some of those raps and it was like, stop thinking you're making it, son. I'm breaking the break. It was trash. But somehow we do.
Yeah, I think this is a great speech coming from him. And I don't want to play the whole thing because the audio is kind of crazy. But I think it was a pretty good speech, the whole speech. And we're going to go into some of Jay-Z's hit songs. We're going to go through some of his top songs.
Your mama said that you danced for her. Did you wiggle your hands for her? Glory, glory, glory. Sorry.
These not like the top hits, but these like some of the, highlight songs from his career.
Everything that I prayed for. Look at all we've been through since last August. Skating through the rumors like, oh shit. Still came back, fucked up the red carpet. Light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in to this special. Really saluting LL Cool J and Jay-Z for their induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga.
My name.
Make it think you can flow with me. Recognize your J to the.
Yeah, I think that track was crazy. Jigga Wet, Jigga Who. I like that track.
Make it think you can flow with me. Recognize your J to the Z. Make it think you can flow with me. Recognize your J to the Z. The first Bush who ever made the stash. The Rock Boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a.
And I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna compare 444 with American Gangster. I think they one of my favorite albums, of Jay-Z. I love American Gangster because it was real conceptual. I love the way that album was put together. And I love 444. It really showed, how Jay-Z have evolved into a real big businessman, being one of the billionaires in the game as well. So
I'm feeling life. Thanks to the lanes. Bad aim, thanks to a little change. I tore you out the game. I apologize. Our love was one for the ages, and I contained it.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in. This is a salute to Jay-Z and LL Cool J inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All this ratchet shit, and we more expansive now. Meant to cry and die alone in these mansions, or sleep with our back turned. Check them out now.
Yeah, I love Big Pimpin'. That was a big song. I love that one. Produced by Timbaland.
And let's ride. Check 'em out now. And I ain't tryna see no highway chase with Jake. Plus I got a few dollars I can.
So that's a few of Jay-Z's hit songs. He got so many hits, and I think he deserved to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's influenced a lot of rappers that's out to date, and he's influenced them in so many ways as far as his business and entrepreneurship. So shout out to Jay-Z. Again, appreciate y'all for watching. And they have something about, Dame Dash has something to say about Jay-Z, inducted and stuff like that, and that Jay-Z praised Dame Dash during his speech.
Check it out, it's the Soul Brother #1 P-Rock, man. I will be judging the Track Lip beat battle. Go to tracklip.com.
What's going on? It's Asia Sky from DX Daily Podcast, and Jay-Z has just hit another major career milestone. He was recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall, one of only 4 solo rappers to ever achieve this accomplishment. Plenty of people showed up and showed out for Jay's induction.
So this is DX News. They're going to talk about Jay-Z praising Dame Dash and Kendrick Lamar during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech.
And people like Dave Chappelle and Barack Obama, just to name a few. But the biggest moment of the evening was...
Yeah, that's big to have Barack Obama, there for your Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's big right there.
Jay's thank you speech. During the speech, he thanked his Rockefeller Records co-founder, Dame Dash, which was a pleasant surprise to many people because their relationship has been strained for many years now.
That's what I want to do. I want to be like those guys. And so I set out on my journey. I was writing at my...
So he talking about when they first started Rockefeller and how they started. And he's really saluting the people that really started it with him. Started Rockefeller with him.
Table, shout out to Dr. Gloria Carter in the house. She brought me a green notebook.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in, and if y'all want to put y'all congrats to Jay-Z and LL Cool J in the comments, you can put it in the comments. And let me know your thoughts about them being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me know what you think.
My sister, Annie, right there, she told me to say that she wrote my first rap, but I actually wrote her first rap. And we named it Sugar Love. She sat down.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in. We saluting Jay-Z and LL Cool J inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So thank y'all for watching.
There's a really nice hat on tonight. I want everyone to acknowledge her hat. Now that's rock and roll. And I would sit at the table and I would write all these raps, and then I would go out in the street and I would try these raps out, and have little battles in the street. And Tata who's sitting there, I would go to Tata and be like, yo, I'm the best, I'm telling you, I'm the greatest.
So he's talking about things he went through. I'm kind of fast forward because we went to that part earlier.
I'm the greatest. And Tata raps, and it was like, stop thinking. And I went to every single record company, and you know what they say, right? That shit's trash. But the audacity of hip hop,
and that's crazy how all these record labels turned Jay-Z down, and then he became one of the greatest rappers of all time. So
he didn't believe them. I for not 1 second got depressed. For 1 second, I didn't change my course. It was like, we're gonna create our own company. That's hip hop. Created this company called Rockefeller Records. Shout out to Dame. I know we don't see eye to eye, but I can never erase your accomplishments, and I appreciate you and I thank you for that. And shout out to Biggs, who's one of the most.
So that's good, and he shouted out Dame Dash. I think maybe I would have left out we don't see eye to eye. Maybe just salute him because I know how Dame is. He might had something to say back. But I think it was a good speech the way he mentioned Dame Dash, and it's sad that they parted ways. Because Rockefeller was big, real huge at one time. But I hope they reconcile and get back together one day and create something fresh.
People I've met, and we created something that will probably never be duplicated. And
yeah, Rockefeller was big. I don't think anything else could be like Rockefeller, because that was a big, huge empire. So that's him praising him. And I'm gonna go to the clip with Dame. They saying Dame was talking about his speech.
Happy birthday, Shantae.
16 years old. Don't you think you should be loosening the reins?
This is.
I think it's petty and corny. It's embarrassing that two men that kind of hustle together is in court. I'm a street guy kind of, so my instincts on court first. I would never.
So let me know what y'all think about Dame. As far as how he might have contributed to them, parting ways as far as the Rockefeller brand. Just let me know your thoughts about that. So I think Jay-Z was growing, and some things Dame Dash did he didn't agree with, so he had to part ways with him. So sometimes when you trying to elevate to the next level, sometimes you gotta part ways and find something new. So I think that's what Jay-Z did. So
I think another guy would do that to me. That I just think as men we should be able to talk about it, But and for the culture, we should be able to speak as black men and not let another white man like his lawyer come in between us and be their entertainment. We need to work this out behind closed doors. But I ain't gonna just have you playing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dame, he's more like the street dude, and he really want Jay-Z to come to him eye to eye and talk about these issues. And there's nothing wrong with that. I see what Dame is talking about, but hopefully they can see eye to eye and talk and sit down. So we'll see what happens.
I ain't sued him, he sued me, and I had to sue him back. So to me, that shit is corny. And again, the homie, holla at me. Let's do it like men for the culture and speak on it. And I'll speak publicly or privately. You know what I mean? Don't matter. But I'm curious to know what it is I did where we suing each other, because that shit is corny. And that's why I kind of back.
Yeah, it's sad it had to come to this. They created this big record label, this big empire, and now they're suing each other. So that's kind of sad, that it came to that.
Because I was like, this shit is corny. And I hate being involved in a corny ass fight. But for the culture, this is a corny one.
So please subscribe to my channel as well. Music tips and reviews with JG. And I hope to give you and continue to give you great content on my channel, music content. So appreciate y'all for watching.
And I'm sorry I have to be, I'm the main person that says we shouldn't be fighting each other, and look who's in the papers fighting each other. Being exactly what they want us to be. So I'm a pawn in the chess game, and all I gotta look at is who's benefiting. Then I know who's playing this game. But I ain't gonna be fighting this dude for somebody else's bread. I don't know what's going on, but he should holler at me. Whoever should holler at me. If we from the same culture, holler at me for you holler at a judge.
So that's Dame talking about Jay-Z, how he feel about the situation. So that's that. And we're gonna go to LL Cool J. We're gonna play some of his big songs as well. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Who's always on your side? That's why there's nationwide. That's why there's nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
My gifts are from the real because
they gotta pay these bills, so
I know it's been authenticated.
Marion, you are nervous about this.
The ladies love cool.
So salute to LL Cool J. He's one of the first, artists on Def Jam with Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin. And so, he had a long career since like 82 or 84. He's been rapping. So shout out to LL Cool J.
James. Welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today, we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 LL Cool J songs.
I give you a rose, pull out your chair before we eat. Kiss you on the cheek and say, "Ooh, girl."
Yeah, that was a classic. I Need Love. You know, that was real smooth. It kind of paved the way for a lot of rappers to really talk about love and stuff like that. So I like that.
You're so sweet.
For this list, we're counting down the best tracks from official LL Cool J studio releases, which means that live covers and guest appearances did not make the cut.
And I think he's underrated for lyricism. He always had, you know, dope rhymes and stuff like that. And I think it's overshadowed by his acting now. You know, he's became a big actor, even on TV shows and stuff like that. So, you know, I think he should get more credit for his rapping. I think he kind of got into not cussing in his raps and stuff like that later on in his career. And so, you know, it kind of took away from, you know, what he used to be like, you know, as far as his fame as a rapper. But I think he's still one of the best, you know, rap artists that's ever been. So.
Number 10, I'm Bad. LL Cool J epitomized the essence of hip-hop's golden age with a boastful track about ego and status with I'm Bad.
So this is I'm Bad. That was a big song as well. I used to like that song when I was young. And, you know, he kind of paved the way as far as his clothing with the big chains and the Kango, you know, hat and stuff like that. So shout out to LL Cool J.
Which was also his Hot 100 debut. Okay, maybe the opening line wouldn't necessarily be classified as bad.
So shout out to LL Cool J. Those some of the songs he had. And I'm going to play a little bit of his acceptance speech. And let me know some memorable songs you know from LL Cool J. Glad he got the induction. You know, he paved the way, and he's in the game. He's been in the game for a long time, so you know we give credit to him. And it's dope that Dr. Dre introduced him as well. It look like LL Cool J gotten big again. It look like he gained a little weight now. And you know he gotta stay with his hats and stuff on. So shout out to him. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. This is a salute to LL Cool J and Jay-Z for their induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, thank y'all for tuning in.
The first word that comes to mind when I think about a night like this is humility. Humility.
Yeah, and I heard that he used to be real crazy back in the day, but I'm glad he kind of, you know, toned it down now, you know, as far as his personality. And I think he's really grown as a man, as a family man, you know, over the years. So shout out to LL Cool J.
I know I'm supposed to get up here talk tough and talk shit, but nah, humility. I'm not talking about that false, self-deprecating I bow to you, but I think I'm better than you shit. I'm talking about real humility, where you have the confidence to collaborate, the confidence to work with other people.
And I think that's what make, you know, these artists, Jay-Z and LL Cool J, make them so popular, because they, you know, they help humility, and they, you know, help people along the way. And that's how you achieve success. You bring people, you bring a team around you, collaborators, in order to achieve success. So shout out to them.
First, I want to thank, of course, God, my mother, who told me, Todd, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm a little kid.
And excuse the audio. Like I said earlier, I can't find the real audio, the real video of these, acceptance speeches. But this is the best one I could find. But thank y'all for tuning in to this, this show, saluting them, Jay-Z and LL Cool J.
She tried to get me to work at the supermarket. I didn't like it. It wasn't working for me. The registers tell you how much money to get back, Todd. It'll be fine. No, man, no. I want to thank my wife, Simone, my children.
Yeah, his wife stayed by his side, and it's a video where his wife said she didn't like the song Doing It Wild. She didn't like that song. So it's on YouTube somewhere where they was on Oprah talking about that song.
Samaria, Nina Simone. Yes, that's her real name. She's a singer, Nina Simone. Nazi, my son, and Italia, all of them. Lamar, my son-in-law, is a good kid. And also,
and that's really inspiring. How your work pays off. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but it's inspiring to see how their work paid off, and salute to them. And play a few of their hits, and a few of their cuts, and what people think about them. But all I say, the people out there that want to be great, you just gotta push for it, no matter what people say. Even if you do good or bad, people gonna talk about you. But this is an inspiration, that you can do it, and you'll see the reward later on. You'll see you getting blessed later on if you stay consistent and don't give up. So this is a show, dedicated to LL Cool J and Jay-Z, and those who watched tonight. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm at 871 subscribers, so I'm trying to get to that 1K. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. This was a little show dedicated to LL Cool J and Jay-Z. All right, peace.